What's up, guys? Devin, Zander here, and today I'm peeling back the curtains from our $2,000 course, Jewelry Profits, and allowing you to see our new product research video for free. This is just one small video from our entire product research section, but my partner Matt, the guy who recorded it, the guy who runs all the stores and all that stuff, thought it was so dang good that we had to share it with everybody. So for the first time ever, we are revealing one of the videos from the course, absolutely free of charge. And this is how you find profitable products to sell on your print-on-demand or shine-on store. So Devin, Zander here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Let us know what you think. And if you want to learn more about this course, you can go to scup.net/products/jewelry-profits. So all that being said, peace out. Make sure you comment and enjoy the video.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing our product research. This is where I'm starting to put stuff on you, the business owner. I'm going to show you a process. And like a good business owner, you are going to repeat that process and get better at that process and start owning that process before you stray outside that process. So what does that mean? That means we're going to repeat this over and over and over again. You're going to say, Matt, how many times do I do this? I'm going to say, every single time you have an opportunity. You do it every day. You get better at it because what you're going to be doing here is training your eye, your product research eye. This is step one of product research. You got to actually research, or product creation, I should say. This is step one of product creation. We're going to research it. We're going to find good products to go after. And we're going to train and get better at finding ones that give us a better starting point. By the time you are done with this, you might say, hey, this wasn't really good the first time I did it. And the good news is we're going to be building a list, and you'll be able to look back and say, you know what? I got this wrong, or my standard wasn't as good as Matt was saying, right? So this is step one. Then we get into actually modeling these into a new product, which is the next part, right? So let's start with our niches. We have, if you saw the last video, to my wife, to my husband, to my daughter or son, right? So the next thing we got to do is find new designs. You can see I have a handful of them open. I want to stress some things here first. The most important thing, tried and true staples of product research. Sales proof is king. I will say that again. Sales proof is king. Social proof is good too. However, sales proof is king. What does that mean? It means we have a bestseller rating. We have it's ranking as bestseller on a store or on a website. We have reviews, right? There's some estimates that say like 1 out of 10 people leave a review. I've heard upwards or downwards, whatever you want to say, of 1 out of 20 people. That means if you have 100 reviews, times that by 20, and that's how many people bought it. You know, that's a good amount of sales, right? That's not an accident. There's no magic number here, but more than like one, let's put it that way. More than just like, hey, none. No reviews is not good. If you think 1 out of 20 people bought it, at least 20 people bought for one review, right? If you just wanted to start there. So sales proof, more the better, but at least starting here. And then sales data. If you have actual sales data, obviously that's king too. Now, social proof, likes, comments, shares, engagement. You've all stumbled across an ad in a newsfeed, and you look at it and you're like, whoa, there's 100,000 likes on this ad. Oh my gosh, look at all the comments, all positive comments. Doesn't have to be all positive, but at least people are commenting, saying how it's great. They're tagging their friends, they're sharing it. Sharing is the king of engagement. Why? Because when you share something, you put it on your wall and you say, this is me. So if you see a lot of shares, if you see a lot of, and now there's variations, right? There could be on Twitter with a lot of likes or like little hearts and comments and retweets. It could be on Pinterest with their form of engagement. The form of engagement will change. That's why I have engagement being the last thing here. It doesn't necessarily have to be one type of engagement, right? Engagement per platform. If you see it on TikTok, is there lots of engagement, right? And that's kind of my next point. I'm going to show you some sites where I'm going to run through a process. However, anything can be your research. The world is open to you as long as you follow sales proof and social proof, right? At the end of the day, you are going to get to a site that has some sales proof. And that is going to be a site that gives you that final little yes, right? So it could be on Google Shopping where you see a product and you get to the website and it sees it has 20 rankings or ratings, meaning roughly 400 people bought it. That's a good one, right? All right, so hopefully you get that. Sales proof, social proof. The next thing for us to do is to start with our process. What I want you to do is open up a document. It could be a Google document, it could be an Excel document, whatever. We're going to start organizing. This is super easy. So you can say stuff like to my wife, right? And then we are going to find ourselves some designs, right? So to my wife, right? You could even do it on your own tab. This is open to you. Whatever fits your, preference. I'm going to show you how I do it. If you have never done an Excel file before, just follow what I'm saying here, right? So let's go to Etsy. Etsy is great because this is a mix of a social platform, right? Social proof, sales proof, kind of mixed into one. What I can say here is to my wife necklace. Look at that as it pops up, by the way. And it has message card here as well. Message card. People come to Etsy with intent. So when I come here, I can start seeing, oh, wow, we got some reviews. By the way, some of these have ads. Those are good too. Why? Because Etsy ads are pretty difficult. So if you see an ad, it's probably pretty good. And then you kind of look yourself through here and say, all right, to my wife, let's see. I like looking for one with reviews. To my beautiful soulmate, that's another word for it. Let's check this out. Now this store has 333 sales, but for this item, it has 9 reviews, right? And for the shop, it has 20. So 9 reviews, and we say anywhere from 10 to 20 times that. Looking at 90 to 180 sales in order to get 9 reviews. Hey, that's pretty good. So if I like this one, it checks the box, right? To my beautiful soulmate. That's something I would call my wife. You can read it. It looks good. Is it something I could model after, which means I could take inspiration from it, change it up? Don't worry, I'll get into that. But if it checks that box of a sales proof, right? And it reads well, and it looks good, and it's our necklace, we can take our link, take it back, and post. Doesn't look great because they're all the UTMs, but you get the point. So we can keep looking. All right. And here, what do I do? Like I like looking for something that's kind of unique, something that it catches my eye. This is a good site. 11,500 sales. For this item alone, we have 163 reviews. Wow. Maybe there's something I can do with this one, right? Looks pretty unique. I like it. Reviews are great. And we're just kind of building out ourselves a Rolodex here. We're building out our process of getting a little picky. Now, eventually when you do this enough, you're going to be like, man, I've seen these before. Good. That means you are getting yourself immersed into this category, right? So here, let's look at this. Now look at this. Here's a good one. To my beautiful wife. We do have 240 sales on this store, but I don't see any reviews for this item in particular. Doesn't list it here. It just says 61 shop. So if I'm being picky, if I'm holding myself to a standard, I'm going to say, no, I'm not going to pick that one, right? Because I don't have any sales proof on that one. There's no reviews on that one. That guy probably knows what he's doing, but there's no one telling me and no indication telling me on this platform that this one is worth me going for. So let's keep rolling. I'm going to try to find one more here. To my wife. You can see again, no shop reviews, or no single item reviews. We have shop reviews. That means anything in their store gathered up those reviews. Again, maybe that's good for them as a seller, but not for that item in particular. To my soulmate, I like the soulmates shop reviews, but no product reviews. I have a standard in my business. I want to go after the ones that I know. work well. So let's try this one right here. Again, you can see. All right, to my soulmate. Wow, that's a lot of shop reviews. That's a very good return on reviews there. They must have something kind of going on there. All right, let's try one more. If I can't get it, then we'll move on. How about this guy right here? Interesting. So in this research, I didn't get anything, right? I held yourself to a standard, and you saw every time I was looking right here. I didn't see any reviews for this item, giving me the indication saying, hey, I found 2 really good ones today, because I'm going to do this every time I have a chance, right? But I didn't find anything here today on Etsy otherwise, other than the ones that had some reviews. Let's go off to the next platform, right? Because we do have some more. So how about to my husband message card? Let's see what comes up for that. Now here's the trick with to my husband. Sometimes there are some items that work for this, right? Let's try watch, right? That's one of Shine On's products. Now look at that. There you go. Couple of reviews. I'll get back to that thing I was about to say there. Sometimes there's not that many products on Amazon or just in general for men. So what can we do, right? Well, what if I just kind of strayed outside that and said, to my husband, message card. And I did get myself something. Look at this. I got myself something with 30 reviews, meaning possibly 300 to 600 sales, to my husband. And this is a display item, right? So a very nuanced thing here. Like a t-shirt would be a very, I'm sorry, I should say, this is a intimate item. A t-shirt would be a very display to the world item. This is an intimate item, right? It's only seen by a select few people. It's going to be handed from the wife to the husband. A watch with a message card is going to be handed to the wife or to the husband from the wife, right? The necklace, I'm going to give that to my wife from the husband. Same thing with the sons, right? So that's something to consider, is saying, hey, this is a very similar item. I couldn't find anything in the category that I was looking for, the watch or a bracelet or a either the Cuban chain or the other products that Shine On may have. But I did find this, and I just searched by going to our niche, to my husband and message card. You could do this on any platform. And then what I could do is take this, go back to our sheet, say to my husband. And again, sales proof, social proof. Sales proof is king. We have 30 ratings, meaning reviews, right? Same thing with Hallmark, right? Let's go with our next niche, to my daughter. Everything's a message card here. So let's see what I can find here. Oh, 78 Dreams for My Daughter book. That's a book. Maybe I do want to say card here. Let's try that. To my daughter. Hallmark expanding their platform here. So let's take a look. Looking for reviews. How about select our reviews? Always a good way to do it. 5-star and up. Looks like they're not displaying it necessarily, but let's say, okay, there we go. 16 reviews. To my daughter, my birthday wish for you. I hope that every candle brings a new wish. I hope the smile that lights your face stays there the whole year. I hope everything that you're dreaming about will come true for you. I hope that you know how much I love you and how proud of you I am. I screwed that up at the end there, but you get the point. 16 reviews. That seems to be the inside of the card. So always read the inside and the outside when you're looking at this kind of stuff. There's even more kind of text going on. Can I take inspiration from this and adjust it for any situation? I think I can, right? So I'm going to take that. It's got the sales proof. say to my daughter. I hope you're getting to understand. I'm kind of going through and I want to try to find 10 a day. If you can sit down and do 10 quality, meeting the standard research, you will hone this in very rapidly. That might take you an hour, 2 hours the first time. I guarantee you, I've been doing this this is about 15 minutes in. Even after 15 minutes of saying a bunch of other stuff, I've already found 4 here, right? If I was doing it full out, probably do this in 30 minutes. All meeting the standard. One more I want to show you just for today to get that across is a Shopify store. This store has lots of sales proof. We actually saw one of these on Etsy. They're integrated with Etsy. So what you can do here is say to my son, it's the last niche we haven't touched yet, and see what they have. They don't actually seem to have a lot. Oh, to my son here. 1 review, it's not a lot. Oh, that's very cool, the soccer ball. Okay, so they don't have a lot. So we could easily do that on Hallmark, Amazon, or Etsy. Just to get the point across to my daughter. Obviously, there's a lot we can search through here. You would have to do it in the individual ways. Oh my goodness, look at that. You saw that the one before, 1,100 reviews. Now this one, obviously there's a good product match here. The crown is in the item itself. But if you wanted to do this a different route, you can just go to have ourselves a collection. One thing I wanted to show you is sort by on Shopify stores. You can do a best-selling and see the best-selling there as well. So that kind of checks off one of our other boxes that we talked about, saying bestseller rating. I come back to this store, we have ourselves a bestseller in this niche itself. There's a couple of different sayings in here. This is just an example of how to find it on a Shopify store. Don't just like hound and, sculpt things out of this store. Use this on the other stores that you come across, looking for those reviews, looking for that sales proof, possibly some social proof if you see that store's ad on your Facebook, and that checks that box for you. And then we, again, take it, mark it, and move it back over to our sheet. Now, if you are going through this and you're like, well, 10 of what? Do I do 10 of all of these niches? 10? I say start with a single niche. Start with something you're familiar with. I'm very familiar with buying stuff for my wife. So I could get 10 inside of that. Or I could say, hey, look, I am in a married relationship for 10 years. I know exactly what we both would get each other. And that's my preference. 5 for the wife, 5 for the husband. There is no rule here other than you doing the work to get yourself this muscle honed in. You want to be better at this every single day. This is a critical piece of your business. Do not do this one time and think that you are going to be perfect at it. I want you to think of this as a muscle that you are going to be working out. You're going to be giving Matt 10 push-ups in this space every single day. And this is going to help you train that eye. And then once we get into creation, you're going to have this nice big list. Oh, look at it. I got 5 solid sales-proof things for me to work on the creation aspect of it, where I'm actually getting in and getting my hands dirty, taking these and turning them into my own product in the next step. So again, 10 of these, don't skip over this. Do this every day if you can, every other day if you can. Sit down, dedicate time to it. It is a critical aspect of your business. If you do this, your ads will just simply be better as a result. That's a real secret of this whole business, is that it takes and requires you to create a great product. This is the critical first step in that creation process. All right. I will talk to you in the next video. Take care.